Good evening, everyone. My name is Susan Lisa. And if you are new, just click the subscribe button. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Today, we are talking about trust in a relationship. How do you trust someone? And how long does it take you to trust someone? So, here with me are my friends that are going to share with us their opinions, their ideas about trust in a relationship. First, they are going to introduce to us who they are, but don't worry because you're not going to get COVID. Don't worry about the masks because we are all safe. So,
Well, my name is Rona Nahabwe and I'm Susan's classmate.
okay.
Hey everyone, I'm Sanya Elisha Bruno. Once again, I'm delighted to be on this YouTube channel and share with you some ideas about relationship.
Hello, I'm Faith Alumo. I'm very happy that I've had this chance to talk about this, and it's not that we are all experts, but we're all going to give you our views on what we think about relationships. Yeah, so I think we're going to start with trust. Yeah,
Yes,
trust in a
exactly.
relationship. Yes. Well, I think every relationship should start with trust. Trust should be there, and two of you should be friends, right, guys? Yeah, we should be friends. We should be friends to
Yeah.
have this going. The times when a guy comes here is like, oh my, I want us to start this like motandi kidao. You need to first know each other, get to know my legs. He might be a clean freak that he really is, but you must get to know what he likes, what I like. We cannot just start a relationship just out of the blue. Sit yourself.
The way she has said it, I think. Over trust. For me, I think many people have been testifying that they get to know each other today, they marry tomorrow. And I'm asking myself, what's the essence of courtship? Because I think a relationship with the trust should be built, and it's gradual, by the way. It starts from a low pace and it graduates. The way you go to nursery, at the end you're at the university and you have your degree.
Right.
And I think this is how everything should start. Now, trust. Before you bring Omosezi Ewaka, because you're hurrying and she's beautiful, she got the beauty, she got the booty, and you're hurrying for those ones before another person can go into it. I think we should take time and understand these people. Beauty is not on the face. I think it's in the inside. Do you
Yeah.
love what this girl is doing? Do you love how she cleans? Do you love how she mops? Do you love so different things? And that's how we should build the trust before going in with any other person, whether a guy or a girl. What do you have to say?
Well, for me, I feel like trust is something that is so essential. If you want to build something strong and it's something that is everlasting and that will take time, you need trust. Trust is very substantial. You cannot do without it. And once it's broken, there's no going back. You can always go back and chat with him and text him or your girlfriend and what. But once the trust is broken, you always hold yourself back. So it's always important to trust someone first before you opt to go further. That's why it's important to be friends first before anything. You get?
Okay.
Yeah, you understand yourself to a certain level that you cannot, like, even if someone does something, you understand them because you know them, you have been with them for a long time. They like this, they like to do this is something they don't like. You get? So once you develop trust with someone, then that's it.
Or you have talked about the trust, but the question is, how do you trust someone? How long does it take you to trust someone? What do you have to say about that?
By the way, about trust, okay, it cannot. It's like, have you ever met someone and like you meet someone and you connect, and you feel like you trust
You
this
get a
person.
crush on the person
No, it's not like,
immediately.
okay, yeah, okay, it could be a crush, but have you met someone and you're like, this person can be trusted? Yeah, sometimes we are wrong, sometimes we are right, but have you met this person and like, this person is really good?
I think faith over that. Have you seen young children?
Y-
Okay.
If you're moving and this young kid from nowhere will come to you, he gets attracted to you, he starts clinging around you. I think this is, do you know how different, how many times you move around and no kid comes around you, but there is this one kid in one particular place that comes around you and he feels home, can even sleep in your arms without knowing you.
But he's giving that kind of
That
example.
came as in as an example to show how
Okay.
trust is built up. You know?
You know, okay, yeah, okay. Trust. You talked about breaking trust. There are very many times in a relationship that you're going to break each other's trust. Trust me. He's going to do something, or she's going to do something, and you're like, "Oh my God, I trusted you." And then tomorrow again, you wake up and you blindly trust this person again.
Exactly.
So this love should not be. And by the way, you should so much stay away from people who think love is a fantasy, because this is actually, it's real. It's actually real. It's just okay, yeah, we watch it in movies and it's exaggerated, and you can't find someone the first day and kiss and fly, but it's true. It's true, love exists. It does. So if someone is like, love is a fantasy, I'm just with you because I think I should have someone, I think it's real. You should feel this, and it would be beautiful if you feel someone. Tomorrow I might do something. No, I might do something, and you're like, "Oh my God, Faith, you broke my trust. I trusted you so much." But when it's broken, you must have. Love is forgiving, by the way. Love is patient. It's kind. So, if you want us to go on, before we trust each other, before we do everything, before we do a lot of things, we must love each other so very much. This is
Yeah.
what keeps a relationship
I
going.
feel like love comes with trust.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
It
you
does.
love someone, but we should not be blinded by love. Yeah,
By
we
the
should
way.
not be blinded by love just
Like-
because when someone keeps on breaking your trust a couple of times,
Okay,
No,
you
over
it
and
also
over
depends
again.
on what the person is doing.
You
You're
keep
not
on
going to.
telling me about trust. Like, I want you to give me examples of which trust do you want, like which trust. And what if someone breaks your trust? Is it easy for you to forgive them?
I mean, I feel like it depends on how heavy he has broken it, because
how?
you can financial trust, like you trust this person financially
Mhm.
with your savings, you share accounts and what.
Yes.
Yeah, so you believe your money is safe with him.
Okay.
Intimacy, like being faithful,
Mhm.
that kind of trust, like you don't expect your boyfriend to be sleeping around with other girls, like you trust him 100%, and you're sure he cannot be fooling around with other girls. Which other type of trust is there?
There are very many different
Maybe,
ways you can trust someone.
yeah, when you trust someone so much, you can even trust them with your dignity, like you are very much sure that he can defend you when you're in your absence.
Yeah.
That's how much you can trust a person.
Okay.
I think that is the greatest level of trust someone
But
can
you
ever
know,
earn.
trust. Talking about trust,
Mm.
when you're starting a relationship, the trust is so minimal, because you don't know much about me. Let me tell you, I may come here and I fall in love with Faith because of who she is. I don't know much about her, but I like her. I like the appearance. Now, I don't know, I don't have any trust with her. But now, as we push in with the relationship, we start trusting each other. Now, that's where the thing came in from. How much and how long do you need to trust someone?
I
Exactly.
think
That's
it
the question.
grows with overdue. Like it's gradual. It's a gradual process. When you choose to trust someone, you can start little by little. Like I'm getting to know you. I don't want to rush things. So I would rather tell you I would rather not tell you everything about me. Maybe when I'm a little bit more comfortable around you, I will tell you more. You get?
Okay.
So I think it's a gradual process. Like the more you stay with a person, the more you grow to love them, the more you trust them.
I think trust and love should flow forever in each other.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be any divisions between trust and love. If you love me, that means there are things you need to start trusting me with. Now, if you don't trust me with anything, that means the love also is corrupting. You get? So, if you're trusting me, I need your love. If you're loving me, I need your trust. These two things move side by side.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, so in case of an emergency and something happens to me, and I kind of use the money, as you say, talked about financial trust, and I'm like, you kind of scared to talk about it, and I use it without telling you, and then you find out, and you're like, oh my God,
Elisha, how would you do this without me? You've broken my trust, but we have to reason things out. Because there are more times you're like, this person has broken my trust. You know what, guys, I'm moving on. I have to look,
I think it depends on the intensity of the story and why you rushed to do that before informing. I think if the story is more vivid and believable, the person would not have any reasons of not
You
trusting
might give me a strong lie, my dear. It
But
might
some
be a
lies,
strong lie.
I don't know. Some lies there, you can tell a lie. I feel like you can tell because
I don't think you can tell a lie.
Not all
because you
lies can
cannot-
be told.
You cannot just wake up just in a day and you say that, Rona, I found you in Mukono. And
Yeah.
well, I know that I wasn't in Mukono. And you are sure that you saw me in Mukono.
Guys,
It is.
I think over the financial trust, I don't think it could be a big matter of discussion, because if my girlfriend, my lover, took some money to use, not every time that she has to tell me where she's taking the money,
Okay.
because
But Elisha, we are
it depends
saving.
on the amount. Yes,
We're
it
saving
depends on the
together.
amount. I know that.
Yes.
But it
But
depends
you
on the
just,
amount you're
yeah.
taking.
So you mean
For
when you-
example,
I
you
ran
may
out
need
of
food at
cash.
home.
No, that is something very small. You take 5M.
5M. I think
No, of course, that's when we have to talk.
exactly.
What if I don't
even if it
talk?
is one aim,
And-
provided we are boyfriend and girlfriend, we are
Well,
saving
maybe-
our money.
but you
We
know-
have to know.
Yes,
You know, like
have
it's funny. Some things can just happen abruptly, and you just need like an emergency at a hospital, and you need money immediately. You can withdraw and then call and make a phone call and say, okay, I've withdrawn this money. I was caught up. I needed to do this immediately, but
But you tell me, like, would you trust your friend more than your lover? Or would you trust your lover more than your
course.
friend?
of course,
Whom do you trust more?
I
it
trust
depends.
Those two?
I feel like it depends on how long I've known this person. I can be having my boyfriend and I trust my friend, my girlfriend, like my girls more than I trust my boyfriend. You get?
Okay.
It's normal.
So
It can happen.
according to you would trust who?
Yeah.
Trust who? Like, whom would you trust
I
more
can't.
than that?
I would. No, it depends. Like I said, it depends on how much.
Like, I really want you to tell me, because you've ever been in a relationship. This is not the first time you've been loved.
You can
So
never
I want
be
you
sure.
to tell me that.
Why is it that most of the times you run to your friend to talk about what your guy has done? Okay, now we are not in very serious relationships. Yes, we might be. Okay, but we are not yet married. So why is it that you run to your friend and tell them everything, but you don't tell your guy everything about your friend?
Maybe I'm venting.
But
Okay, yeah, you might vent. Yeah, it's good to vent. It's good to vent. But there is that kind of trust you have in your friend. And by the way,
I feel like by the time I reach at that point, then I'm sure I would not get the answers I want from my boyfriend. Like I would get an opinion from my friend. Maybe he's not talking. You get? Like
Okay.
he's not giving me the right answer.
No,
do you know,
but-
most of the times we have this hard time with, okay, it's Africa. It's not that it's everywhere, but people have problems with a guy's family. Maybe that guy, they don't like you, that girl, and you're kind of scared to tell your man that, okay, I think your mom doesn't like me. He's going to have that that conflict between
No,
choosing
but let me
between
ask
the two of you.
over the topic we are discussing about. If I have a quarrel with the loner, I don't think it will be, and I need an advice, I need a solution. I don't think Rona will give me the solution.
Yeah.
That means I have to run somewhere.
Because you trust your
No,
friend.
remember,
No.
no.
Even if I had an issue with the other friend of mine, that means then I run back to Rona.
Yeah.
And I tell Rona,
You're
you know what?
seeking their
My friend did
opinion.
this and this to me.
Yeah, you're
But
seeking
what
their
should I
opinion.
do? Yes.
You want to know like what you can
Okay,
do
okay,
about that.
maybe that you're right. Then what happens in this situation I've given you? Like, his mom and me.
Yeah.
No, of course
And
I-
so, you can't tell your man because you're scared he's going to, Why don't you tell your man straight?
No,
Why do you
I
have
would.
to talk to
No.
your sister
I would.
first?
So,
Because me personally,
then,
I would have to first talk to someone else.
if you're doing that, you're doing the wrong thing. I've seen so many people. Now, if you're in a relationship with your girl and my parents don't like you, it's right for you to come and tell me, you know what, Elisha, I've been with you, we have gone to your place, you've gone to your home, I've seen your mom and your dad, their reactions towards me is this and this. I can explain.
And then when he says
Their
no,
parents,
and then when he says no,
their parents,
I feel
their
like when you
parents
have reached at that
who don't
point,
love girls because of their religion, education.
Oh
You know, there are parents who are corrupted.
You know that Sanya, you can go to a place, you have never done anything to someone, the person has never seen you. Of course, now if I go to your home, your mom has never seen me, neither has she ever met
But
me.
that's
But you might find
understandable.
she doesn't like me.
I bring
Naturally.
back I bring back the story of the young kid
No,
who
no,
finds you.
These
No,
are two
yes.
things because
Let me
know-
bring it
Yeah, let
together.
him explain
Okay,
this.
fine.
Let me bring it
Yes,
together.
okay.
Maybe you'll understand it.
Okay.
You see, this young kid who finds trust in one person.
So-
That's why I said we may be here like this, and one kid runs straight to Faith, you know, or to Susie, without coming to me or Rona or anyone.
But
Why?
that's natural.
Now, it's still the same thing. There are parents who love
But this is a
blood, by
different.
the
No, no, no,
blood.
no.
It's not
This
di-
is
we are not
different
talking
because
about
I've gone
blood,
with,
okay?
I've
We're talking
gone with
about
you.
relationship.
Yeah.
Love.
I've
You're,
gone-
you're introducing your girlfriend to your mother. And okay, maybe the boyfriend you okay, me, if I introduce my boyfriend to my mother and my mother doesn't like that boy, or the boy doesn't like my mom, you get.
I feel like it's up to my boyfriend's or my fiance's
No, I think
time to take it upon himself and explain, like, this is a woman
Yeah,
I've chosen
true.
to marry. This is a woman I love. You explain to your parents, this is the woman I love. I want to.
The important the trust thing is really important. We need to trust our beloved ones, our friends. But you people didn't give me your opinions. Faith and Sanya, I still need your opinions.
about.
Whom would you trust between your boyfriend and your
Okay,
girlfriend?
now I think I've been educated on this.
Yes.
I'll be more straightforward.
Yes.
And I think the best person to trust here is your hubby. You should trust them than
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, if it's
There is
a
nothing
boyfriend.
like it depends because we want a straight answer. Would you
Yes.
trust your
The
girlfriend
reason
or
said
your
your
friend?
hubby.
Okay,
There's
your
a difference
After her
between
being educated enough or learning from the discussion.
no. There's
That's
a no
her
here.
answer.
Here. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between a boyfriend and a hubby.
Yes,
A
that's
husband.
what. Okay,
No,
right now, even if
of
you
course,
have
if it's my
a
husband, I will
boyfriend,
trust my husband
if
more
you
than
have
my
a
friend.
boyfriend,
Okay, let's
Friend,
go.
But a boyfriend.
we are not here for players, okay? We are not
We
here to
couldn't-
just get a boyfriend for fun and
We
break
could
up.
have asked
We are meaning
her,
like
why did she use the word hubby? I think she used it to mean the boyfriend, right?
yes,
Yeah.
because if
Yes.
you're dating someone, it means
Yeah.
you love them.
you're looking forward to being with them for the rest of your life.
Exactly, that's
That's
what I mean.
I was discussing.
but,
I think
but
with
until
this.
you have made that choice, it's still a boyfriend.
Eh?
You realize that very many
I
people. Yeah.
Okay,
By the way, I'm very like so hesitant about that thing. He's my boyfriend. He's my husband. There's a big difference.
Okay, fine. Your husband,
Okay,
you would not
boyfriend.
trust your
No,
boyfriend, right? That is what
No,
you're trying
no,
to
let me
ask.
tell
I
this
just
guy.
said
Let
no.
me tell her, you can never get me, and tomorrow you start calling me a fancy, unless
Yeah,
you don't
auntie,
know
that's
English.
what. No,
But
that's
if
what
you
I
know,
said.
we start from boyfriend
Hmm.
to fiancé.
And yeah, you guys
Lovers
are not
and
getting.
so on.
You guys are not
Okay,
getting my point.
we're getting your point, but
I'm
this
saying-
we are on the word hubby and boyfriend.
Yes.
So okay, it's fine. We shall use boyfriend.
Yes, a boyfriend. And my answer was
There's
like
nothing
it
like
depends.
okay.
My answer was
But
like it
we
depends
never
on what
would-
am I trusting this person with.
No, like we
Yes.
are meaning
We
like
want
that
one
trust. We don't
answer.
mean like
We want this
financial or
whole
social
Yes.
economic. We
Okay,
are
now
meaning
let me bring it.
trust.
Let
If
me
you trust
let me
someone,
just
you
try
trust
to
them
break it down for her.
wholesomely.
Could you? Okay, you've been in a relationship for 3 years, and you know this boy. You know the other friend of yours. Could you trust your boyfriend
I'll
or your
trust my
friend?
boyfriend.
Thank you. That's the answer.
So
Yeah.
if you had some rumors that if I came, I told Faith that Faith's boyfriend is cheating on her.
That's right. That's
Would you really trust me? Would you trust
Susie.
me?
Susie. Okay, I would
It
take
depends
on
on
that
how
opinion,
concrete.
but I've always had this problem in my life. I don't first take on what other people say about
Thank
my,
you.
my
Thank
boyfriend.
you. Thank you.
I first
That's
have
the
to
best
see
thing,
it
I think.
myself. Yeah, it's
True.
about sometimes you have to keep that at the back of your mind that you know what he might be, but don't make that bring problems between you because it's just a rule.
But let me tell you something else, Wama, you people that are watching.
Okay.
Your instinct is always correct as a woman.
Oh my god.
It is always correct.
We
You know
are-
why?
yeah,
Now once
yeah.
you've heard from your friend.
Yes. Yes.
My boyfriend has been sleeping with this babe. Okay. They have been meeting here and here. They have been doing this. Okay. For how long? Okay. Keep quiet.
Now you get another source, different source,
Okay.
saying the same thing.
Mm.
You confront your boyfriend.
What
Your
happened?
boyfriend is not showing you any proof. What do you prove? What do you get?
So-
What happens if you don't get different sources? What if you get this from one person?
Yeah, when you get
Okay.
one,
This is what we're
That's
starting
what
with.
we are
Rona.
Do
talking
you
about, that
trust your
trust.
guy?
Would you trust if you
And-
Do you
trusted your
trust
guy?
him?
And
Would
Ron,
you
I
just
want to
rush
tell
oh,
him?
yeah,
Rona
of course,
something.
no.
I want
See,
to tell Rona something.
Okay.
I've been around girls for so long. I remember I was even once a chairperson in the whole school, and I had so lots of issues with girls. Now, girls have a difficulty in life. They don't like each other. I think it's genuine, and you know it. You know it, right?
No.
No.
It's not that they
Okay.
don't
If
like
you
each other.
quarreled with Faith, with Susie, I trust you people. You take a whole month or 2 weeks.
yeah. Yeah,
Now,
my God,
for me, I can quarrel with my fellow guy, and within 2 days, 1 day,
we are okay.
we are okay.
And
We are
that is-
talking.
yeah, that is
Now, this
true,
is what
that
I'm
is
talking
true.
about.
Mm.
You girls, you tend to, in case you love me, you can't tell me, and you know I'm in love with Susie or Rona, you start a fight. And you start taking words to Susie or Rona that, you know what? Elisha has another girl in the other class, and you don't know. But the real thing is, I don't have any other girl, but you want to see us apart. Is
You know?
it true
So
or
what
wrong?
you are
But
trying
what
to tell
happened?
us?
I get what you're trying to say, but once you find out such news, this is the best thing you can do. Eh? You confront the person. Not like
really
confront.
think you-
Yeah, you ask in a good way.
Okay.
Trying to find out the truth because this is your boyfriend.
Okay.
You have heard this and this. Because even those guys always hear stuff about babes and they're like, oh, I've heard you were here and what.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's always good to communicate. But communication is not key. What is key in a relationship is when someone comprehends.
Oh my God, you're very, very right.
You can
Oh my
communicate all
God.
you want,
Okay.
but when someone does not comprehend, does not want to hear, does not
First
change,
way.
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no
You will
There's
communicate.
no progress.
You will talk about
No.
it. You will explain yourself and express yourself.
Guys,
But if it doesn't,
now we are talking about solving a certain issue.
Yeah, this is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I called my boyfriend and I'm like, you know what? I'm going out. I'm going out with friends. We're going to have fun until 8. Then you get past 8, you reach maybe 9. Yeah? Then he's like, where have you been? And you're like, well, we got, it was so much fun, so I decided to stay a little while longer. He's listening to you. You're communicating. Yes, you're right.
That is a communication.
But
now.
then he's failing to comprehend that you were just with friends. He wants to take it
Yeah,
the
he's not
other way around.
understanding.
He
Yes.
wants to stick to
He's
his
so
own
he's not
insecure.
perspective.
trying.
He
Like,
wants to
he's not
stick to
trying.
his perspective. Yes, you might be jealous. We
So there's
understand
no
that.
progress.
That
When I-
happens.
when-
that happens.
when-
I
But
st-
if I explain to you and I'm like, you know what, we had fun, and this and this and this, you're sticking to a perspective that maybe she was seeing another guy.
okay, then I want
So
to ask
I've
you,
communicated, but you're not comprehending.
if you were me, I call you, baby, I'm going to have fun with my friends today, and I come back at midnight. When I told you I'll come back by 9, I come back at midnight without calling you in that due time. Tell you, do you know what? No, I want to make it, man. It's still fun. And I come back at midnight and I want to explain to you at that very moment, and you comprehend. Will you?
This is what
It's all
this
about
goes back to.
understanding
This goes
each
back to.
other.
This goes back to
To
trust.
trust,
Your
yeah.
trust is going to be put on under very many
How much
tests.
do you trust this
Very
person
many tests.
to
Yes, you'll be.
believe them?
Yeah, I'll be mad at that time. I'll be mad. I'll not want to
Thank
listen.
you.
Now
That's
listen.
the answer I want.
Listen. There are people who stick to something. There are people who stick to something for the rest of their relationship.
Then that's not a relationship.
Yeah, there are people who stick to it. It's not that they don't love you, but they fail to
Okay,
comprehend.
that's not a relationship then.
Okay, so that's why
That's
we are talking about the
There's
trust
something
thing.
else.
That's why we are talking about the trust issue.
Yeah. So
If you trusted your man, if you really know that Faith, I trust Faith, even if she's with boys, I know she's safe.
yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. Building that trust within you that even when the person goes away, you're sure the person reached where she was supposed to go.
Naye bannange nga twogera nekino kankireeta.
Okay.
I think this jealousy can never get out.
It can't.
And you know
Boys
that.
who are so insecure that
It's
So,
can't.
you know,
If
as
you
we are
love,
boys
talking
or
about
women, it is not
this,
good to be so
if you
insecure.
love
Yes.
someone, you're always insecure
Yeah.
about something.
you namwe mukimanyi nti
Yeah,
this thing
yeah,
can
it
never
can
go
never
out.
go away.
When you're there, however much we discuss about comprehending, communicating, mumanyi ka jealous kabeerayo, and it's there. So you people, as we are discussing about this, can we put in that little jealous also, so that you bring a
That is
genuine
what I
answer?
That's what I talked about.
And
I'd
that's
first
why
be mad. I'd first be mad.
I like
But
that. I like
but
that.
I have to sleep on it, and I'm like, you know what, Faith, get
I
serious.
trust this guy
Trust you.
enough.
Really, for the years you've been with him, has he ever done this?
No.
Get balance things.
So you need to give
so
someone
the
a
jealous
second
is
chance.
there. Yeah.
Not really a
Always
second
and
chance. It
always.
depends on how much
They're-
you
by the way,
believe them.
they're
like
not,
that
they're
word
not,
depends.
they're not second chances.
Because everything about a relationship depends on something.
So you believe you should not rush into making a decision
True.
Yeah.
Very
without
true,
talking to
very
someone.
true.
So it
Nze
has
saagala kuleeta musezi wakaabo mwena abandaba. I got to take my time. I got to understand you. Oli yagamba oyagala kundaba paka mu
Maybe say you
byenda.
got
No,
a
I don't want to
musezi.
see you up to byenda. But I want to understand who you